Hello, everybody, and thank you for stopping by. Now, I had someone in my comment section, and I love you guys when you comment. I really do. I appreciate your input and your thoughts. But they said, they felt like they were preparing for something that basically food shortage, and they didn't know when it would end. Well, food shortages never end. And I know some of you are probably gasping and saying, "What are you talking about? They never end." Well, they never do, and they're very unpredictable. See, we have a lot of people today that are just talking about food shortages, and they jumped on a wagon about food shortages and prepping because, crop failures and all these things that are gone bad. And I want you to understand that is not why I did this. I have prepped all my life as an adult woman, just about all my life. I did not jump on some bandwagon. My food crisis or food shortage hit me very early in my married life, 1 year when my Nutter Butter was working and he got laid off right before Christmas time. It would be a long story if I went in, well, why didn't you get food stamps? And, well, you can't, and the explanation, it would take too long. So we had to end up eating beans and flour tortillas for several weeks, 3 times a day, until the layoff was over, because it would be over after Christmas and after the New Year. And then, of course, we were stuck because first check he got it was catching up and paying bills. So we ate for weeks nothing but beans and flour tortillas. Second year, the same thing happened again. And then a friend of mine said to me, well, that was pretty dumb of you not to do something about it when it happened the first year. And I said, I never would have dreamed that that would be something that would happen again. And she said, well, you should have thought. You're pretty dumb. Yeah, I was. I was young and dumb. And I had learned a lot of lessons from my grandmother. But hey, you grow up and you get married and you're young and, bright ideas in your head. And you're going to live this modern life and you're going to leave all that stuff behind you. Nope, I didn't. That second year, I made a promise to myself it would never happen to me again. And that's when I became what people call today a prepper. I've been doing it all my life. And so food shortages never hit me. Now, could it get so severe that it could even hit me? Oh, yeah, depending on how bad it gets. But like I said, food shortages never end. And there's a lot of reasons why they don't. And it's not just the fact of, lost crops. There are so many things that affect. A lost job can cause you to have a serious food shortage. There's lots of different reasons that can cause it, and I will get into that. We should not be running out and becoming what I call fad preppers. Prepping and being prepared should be just a simple way of life and something we do on a regular basis. It is insurance in our own home to protect our own family against a crisis. And it doesn't have to be something where you just go outrageously because you think the world is coming to an end. Well, if it is, there isn't much you can do about it, because I guess the only thing you would save you in the end is beans and rice, and you would probably need a few thousands of pounds of that to save you if the world was coming to an end. And so I just want common sense with simple plans, with simple ideas to help you, to get you through just what we all know that happens. Recession is guaranteed. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. That is a guarantee. So food shortages never end. Because if you go back and look at the last recession, it hit a whole lot of people, and a whole lot of people that didn't have food. We seen it on the TV, that people did not have enough to eat. It's happening now. I can give you a story that I used to buy certain meat that I no longer buy. I can't afford it. But I could. Well, that is a food shortage. What do you tell yourself? Do you kid yourself into believing that, well, I can't afford that anymore, but that's okay, there's no food shortage, and then the next time it's something else you can't afford? Look at how high tuna fish has got. Look around you and see how high things are going. How high are things going to go till it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 15, 20, 30 things that you can no longer afford? Will we tell ourselves when we're down to nothing but beans and rice and that's all we can afford to eat? Is that when we'll decide there's a food shortage? No, I decided there was a food shortage a long time ago when it hit my own home through a lack of a job. There's all kinds of different reasons that cause food shortages. And is there a food shortage when lettuce gets E. coli and they pull it off the shelf? Yeah, you can't get it. And guess what? That means a whole year's crop is gone. So when it finally does come back, guess what's going to happen to the price? It's going to go up. It sure ain't going to go down. We all know that sugar went from 5 pounds to 4 pounds and it went up in price, and they've never given us back the 5 pounds and brought it back down in price. And they're not going to. So I just want people to understand that, yes, there is a big group out there that maybe is carrying things too far. And we all have to find the happy middle. And no, food shortages will not stop. They will always be with us in some shape, some fashion, in some form. Some more serious than others. I can live without lettuce, but I've had to live without meats that before I could afford. And I'm not too pleased about having to do that. But what was my solution to it? I raised my own goats. And I like goats more than beef. And no, they don't have a goaty taste, and they do not taste wild. But stay tuned, because I have more that I will be discussing. And God bless you. Keep stocking and storing, and have a blessed day.